What up, y'all? Tina here. I just came back from watching the Bob Marley movie, One Love, and I give it 7 out of 10. So here's what I didn't like about the movie. I felt like the story was lost in the film. Now, it's always hard to tell someone's life story within 2 hours. That's the bad thing about biopics. You can't get the full story in there. I understand that, but I feel like there were some key pieces to the puzzle missing from this movie. That's really the only thing I didn't like about it. Everything else, I loved about the movie. Okay, so for example, this movie, to me, it felt like I was able to experience Bob Marley. Not only see him, sometimes when you go to movies or concerts and things like that, you get to see the people. This movie gives you an inside look into Bob, so you get to experience him. You get to see him process a lot of different emotions, his dealings with PTSD, yearnings for the knowledge about his father. You get to sit with him and watch him analyze things. Kingley Ben Adir did such an amazing job. A lot of people was like, hey, why didn't they get someone from Jamaica? Kingley Ben Adir said they did try to find someone and they couldn't. And the family, Ziggy Marley in particular, called Kingley and said, hey, we want you for the role. And I think he did an amazing job. Lashanna Lynch as Rita Marley, she was outstanding. She's such an amazing actress. She deserves so much more credit, so many more awards, not just off of this film, just her whole history leading up to it. Woman King, she was the standout in that film to me. So I enjoy seeing Lashanna Lynch and Kingley Ben Adir opposite of each other. Now, on the contrary, there's a lot left in the story we didn't get to see. For example, Bob Marley has like 7 different baby mamas. He has a lot of kids. And it's mentioned nowhere in the film. Like, they don't talk about his outside dealings at all. We kind of get the feeling of it, but we don't really get to see it. And I'm not saying that we have to see it, but if you're someone who doesn't really know much about Bob Marley, and you see he has all of these kids, you probably think, oh, they all come from Rita, when no, they didn't. He has a lot of outside kids, and I felt like they kind of skipped over that part. And I completely understand why. Rita Marley was an executive producer on this project, so she probably didn't want to have to deal with the hurt and the pain of re-dealing with those infidelities and things like that. But that's him. That's a part of his story. And we kind of missed out on that part. You know, that is who Bob Marley was. I also wish they explained the political conflict a little bit better and how Bob was directly or indirectly pulled into the middle of it. I had to come home and do some research because it wasn't laid out very well in the film on how Bob Marley became the center of this whole political unrest inside of Jamaica. So all in all, I do think people should watch this movie. It was entertaining, even though it misses the mark a little bit. I still enjoyed it. So yes, y'all should go check it out, support these creators, and thanks for hanging out with me. Peace.